is Grace here, and today's practice is all about cultivating joy. And in these times of uncertainty, and we often go into that very much fear-based response. I hope this practice will move you through a nice awakening, enlivening, joyful sequence. In the Yoga Sutras, which were written thousands of years ago by Patanjali, there's only really three main sutras that give us some direction on the physical practice of yoga, and one of them being sthira-sukham asanam. And sthira means steadiness, sukha is the joy, the sweetness of life, and asanam is our seat, our connection to this earth. So that's what we're going to try and cultivate in our practice this morning, that joyful seat, our connection to the earth, to be steady and joyful. So let us stand together at the front of your mat, coming into what we call samastahiti or mountain pose. Up to you on alignment, you can have the feet slightly apart or big toe mounts touching, and just let yourself stand for this very moment at the beginning of practice. Maybe just centering your hands to your heart space, taking a moment to close your eyes. And drop down and into the body. Take away the external view to move more into this inner workings of the practice. And again, with that soft gaze, see if you can just rock a little bit back and forth on the feet. And a little bit side to side, feeling the four corners of the feet. And noticing, whatever time it is that you're practicing, what is your connection to the earth today? Can we cultivate in all moments a steadiness and joy? Sthira-sukham asanam. Try and relax the face, relax the abdomen, relax the shoulders. And together, let's take a deep full breath in. Let that breath fill down into the pelvis. Feel the chest lift, the heart swell. Long exhale out the mouth. And maybe in this space that we cultivate at the very beginning of our practice, set your intention for the practice today. So release the arms. And we're going to start with a breath work that I love, and I know some of you love and you do with me. It's called the breath of joy. We've got to do the breath of joy. So the breath of joy is very simple. It's 3 short inhales and 1 long exhale out the mouth. So if you're on your own, really enjoy it. If you're lucky to be with other people, let yourself be a little silly and cultivate, bubble up some joy. So let's do this together. You can go as fast as you want to. We're going to inhale, arms out wide, inhale, arms up, and then big exhale, bending the knees. So inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, arms up, arms wide, arms up, and exhale. Good. Breath in, breath in, breath in, and exhale. So you can see, big exhale, short inhale through the nose, exhale. I'm going to do this for a little while to really build up some heat. Let ourselves feel a connection to ourselves. And that exhale, really letting go, that stops us feeling joyful. Exhale, keep going, breath in, breath in, breath in, exhale, good. Exhale it out. Exhale it out. Are we smiling? Usually in practice, we do this until we're smiling. So I'm going to take it about now. That the beginnings of joy are bubbling up. 2 more. Big exhale. 1 more. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And exhale, let yourself fall forward here. My knees are soft. I can feel my heartbeat now, definitely. I can feel connection to my breath. And maybe hold on to the forearms or around by the wrists and just let the spine fall forward and shake out the head. And really let yourself take a few deep steadying breaths and notice now your connection to the earth. This seat that we're establishing in any given moment. Full deep breath in. A long exhale out. And bring your hands onto your thighs. Keep a nice soft bend in the knees. And slowly come all the way up to standing. And again, just that moment to stand. Connection to the earth to be joyful and steady. As you take a breath in, bring your arms out wide, turn the palms up. Feel the drawing of the shoulder blades together as you lift and open the chest. Big wide breath across the heart space. Now exhale, bring the arms forward. I'm going to cross the right elbow on top of the left. Bend the elbows back to hands or palms together. As you take an inhale, bring the elbows forward, reach the fingertips up. And then as you exhale, I want you to drop the elbows, drop the shoulders and drop the chin towards the chest. Let's pulse that a couple of times. Inhaling, lift the fingertips up, draw the elbows away from the torso. And then exhale, curl it in. Good, one more time. Inhaling, opening, lifting up and maybe even back. And exhale, curling and rounding in. Again, as you take a breath in, I want you to bring your arms out wide, expanse. Even spread the fingers wide, lift the chest. Deep inhale, let the breath bubble up the chest. And then exhale, again we bring the arms forward, this time left elbow on top of right. Backs of hands or palms together, it doesn't matter if there's a distance. Again, as we take a breath in, we're going to draw the elbows forward, lift the fingertips up. And then exhaling, drop the elbows in. Draw the shoulders down and tucking the chin. Let's pulse that a couple of times. Inhale, lifting it up and back. Exhale and curling in and down. Good, inhaling and exhaling. And then inhale again, that big nice wide breath. Feeling of expanse. And then draw the arms down by the side, roll the shoulders a couple of times. Draw the arms back behind you. So I'm interlacing my fingers. And start to feel how the back of the body lifts the front of the chest as I draw the shoulder blades together. Bend the elbows and bring the knuckles onto about the right hip. And then drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. And consciously, again, maybe your eyes are closed here. Consciously try and place your attention into the body and breathe into that area. So we're starting to direct our attention, our energy inwards through the movement, through the connection of breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, come back to center with the head. Draw the arms over now. Again, I've still got that fist with the hands onto the left hip and drop the left ear towards the left shoulder and consciously trying to soften down the right side. Breathing in 1, exhale. Breathing in 2, exhale. Breathe in 3, exhale. Now inhale, head back to center. Again, drop the knuckles down. Try and draw the knuckles towards the heels and try and bring the heel of the hand together so there's not too much distance between the palms. Again, I feel that lifting up and stretching up through the front of the body. Back of the body supporting, legs nice and strong, so try not to bend the knees. Feel your connection steady here. As you lift and open up into a little back bend, that joy of opening and expansion. Take a deep full breath in. And this time as you exhale, bend the knees as you bring your chest forward, keeping the arms as they are, dropping the head down and coming into standing yoga mudra. So encouraging your arms over your head. You might sway a little bit through the arms, through the shoulders. It's that feeling of releasing tension, allowing the breath again to set the rhythm, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bend the knees. My arms are still the same. I'm drawing the knuckles now towards the back of the room, feeling the strength through the legs as I press down to rise all the way up. Good, bust the arms open, deep breath in. And come to stand again at the front of the mat, Samastiti, hands to heart space. Lifting the heart to meet the thumbs. Looking confidently out, taking that moment to stand tall. So begin to flow and move together. Inhale, press through the feet, reach your arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms out wide, bend the knees, fold all the way forward. Inhaling halfway, hands to shins or tent the fingers. Exhale, bow forward, chest to thighs. As you inhale, step the right leg back into a high lunge. Now in this practice to feel quite a flowing, free form, so we're not too constricted. So let yourself move a little bit here, back and forth. And trying not to use too many props. You could use, if you have blocks at home, those. And just starting to get that feeling of opening the body. Back and forth, a little pulsing movement. You might even rock back and forth, waking the feet up. Then coming into that low lunge, chest is lifted, gaze is out. Option here to drop your back knee. But as you take a breath in, reach the right arm all the way forward. We're going to circle, really opening up that right side of the body. Big circle round, exhaling, press into your back heel. 2 more. Inhale, circle the right arm round. See if you can follow with your gaze. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale, reaching the fingertips up towards the ceiling, drawing that big circle. Exhaling back and round. Place the right hand down. Again, you can drop the right knee if you want to. And as you inhale, extend and twist to the left. Left fingertips reaching up. My gaze is to my left thumb. But at the same time, I'm pressing into the right heel. Full, big, expansive breath. And then exhale, bring the left hand down. Frame the front foot. And we'll step back into our first down dog. Down dog, that little bit of shifting and moving that allows us to settle. Making that steady connection here. Let's take a breath in, come up onto your toes, lift the hips, anchor through the hands. And as you exhale, draw the chest towards the thighs, let the heels move downwards, really finding that steady seat, steady connection. Inhale, come forward into plank pose, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, upper arm bones in, chaturanga, bend the knees as you need. Inhaling, rising up into cobra or up dog. And exhale, we lift up and back. Down dog, 3 breaths. Inhaling 1. Exhale. Inhaling 2. Exhale. Inhaling 3. Exhale. Inhaling, right leg lifts up behind you. You can modify on your hands and knees. Draw your right knee into your chest. Look forward. Step the right foot forward and again help the leg through. Up onto the fingertips. Inhale, looking forward, lift the chest. And exhale, actively step forward, front of the mat, halfway. Inhale, lift, lengthen, flat back, look out. And as you exhale, curl in, bend the knees, chest to thighs. Inhale, step back, left leg, high lunge. Up onto the fingertips or blocks, chest lifts. And again, that little pulsing, the invitation to move into the body and really taking the joy in this delicious unwinding of often tension that's held through the body. Really letting yourself come curious into this process. There's not an end result here. Moving mindfully. Join together. Bending into the left knee, right hand stays down, pressing into the left heel. Inhale, reaching the left fingertips forward, that big circle. Exhaling and following with my gaze. Good, breath in, reach the left arm forward, circle it up, round and back. Good, exhale 1 more time, inhale it. Exhaling, complete the circle, bring the left hand down. Inhaling, twisting and turning to the right. Reach the right fingertips up. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Breathing in 2. Exhale. Breathing in 3. Exhale. Inhale, gaze down, right hand down, frame the front foot. Again, we exhale, join together back into down dog. Inhale, move forward into plank pose, gaze forward. Exhaling chaturanga, upper arm bone, draw to the ribs. Inhaling cobra, up dog, lifting the chest. Good. Exhaling, we move up and back into down dog. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Breathing in 2. Exhale. Breathing in 3. Exhale. Inhaling, left leg lifts. Draw the knee into the chest. Look forward, step the left foot through. Remember, help the leg through, knee over ankle. Inhale, look forward. And then exhale, step forward, front of the mat. Halfway, inhale, lift, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, bowing forward, chest to thighs, bend the knees, tuck the chin. Reach the arms out wide, and you should press down, that rooting down to rise and reach up, but yes, into the body. And then exhale, hands to heart space, standing tall. Let our connection to the earth be joyful and steady. Inhale, press through the feet, raise your prayer up, look up, reach up. Exhale, burst the arms open, swan dive all the way forward. Halfway, inhale, lift, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, bring the hands flat, bend the knees. Some of you will hop or step back, plank pose, elbows bent, chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra, up dog. Exhale, we meet up and back into down dog. Inhale, come down onto your hands and knees and just bring your left foot slightly out to the side like a kickstand. My left hand is slightly forward of the left shoulder and I'm going to turn to the right. Bring the right hand onto the right hip, the right leg extends, and then reaching the right arm over the head, palm facing down. Lifting out of the left hip and the left shoulder, already feeling that lovely sideline lateral opening. Always so kind of satisfying. Take a full breath in and see if you can find a balance here. Notice how steady is your connection. Lifting the right leg up if you can. You might bend the right knee, reach the right hand behind and hold onto the right foot. Press the foot into the hand and start to open and lift the chest up towards the ceiling. Good. Remember, balance isn't about gripping tight. Balance is about being in the flow of life. But finding that innate steadiness and wisdom within you. Inhale, if you've got the bind, release the bind. Extend and reach out. And then bring the right hand, the right foot back down. Come back onto hands and knees. So again, we're going to kickstand the right foot slightly out to the side. Right hand's just slightly forward. I just find it supports as I turn the wrist a little bit more with the shoulder, right shoulder in line. Left hand to left hip. Lifting the left leg up. Left arm comes over the head, palm facing down. Remembering in balance, finding a steady gaze. Something that steadies you. The drishti point, as we call it in yoga. Bend the left knee if you're going to take that option to open a little bit more into more of a chest opener. Pressing the left foot into the hand, opening and lifting. Big, nice, expansive breath. Remember that breath of joy. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, release your bind, extend and reach in all directions. And then coming back down, we join on hands and knees. And let's just take a little cat-cow. So as you inhale, tilt the pelvis, press the chest forward. And exhale, curl and round in, navel towards spine. Dropping the head, lifting the back ribs. Come back to a neutral spine and walk your hands back. Might find you want a little bit more padding depending on where you're working here. And always fold your mat over. And come into sthira-sukham or camel pose. So really make sure that you're pressing down through the foundation, which now your shins are the tops of the feet. Some of you might tuck the toes over. You're going to extend back a little further. My fingertips are facing downwards, so I'm supporting already the feeling of space. We don't want to contract into any of these poses, so upper arm bones draw together. And again, there's a support from the back of the body to lift and open into the space. And let that space, that feeling be joyful. So as I lift the chest up, you might open your throat if you want to. Again, some of you are going to walk your hands back towards your heels if you're coming a little deeper. But listen to the body, listen to that wisdom. Does this practice bring you joy and steadiness? Take a full, deep, joyful breath in and joyful breath out. Inhale fully. Good, lifting the chest. Exhale fully. And now coming up with your hands onto the feet, bring the back onto the lower back so you feel that support and lift navel towards spine as you exhale. And just take that moment. Take a full deep breath in and steady breath out. Come forward back onto your hands and knees. And we're going to continue with a little back bending as it's a joyful practice, really awakening that energy in the body. So bring the chest forward. We're going to bend the elbows and slowly come down onto the belly for a little bit of back bending here. Reach the arms down by your side, palms facing down. We'll be in with locust pose. Chin is slightly tucked. Press through the hips. And as you inhale, begin to lift the chest up. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And again, that contraction in the back of the body to support the lift of the front of the body. And now from here, one deep breath in. See if you can squeeze in the thighs together and lift the legs. Maybe even lift the hands up. Good, steady connection, 3 breaths. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Good, inhale, 2. Let your gaze be steady. Exhale. Big breath in. Let the breath lift you up. Reach. And then exhale and release down. You might turn your head to one side or make a cushion with your hands. Again, that moment to connect your own innate wisdom in the body. That joy that bubbles within all of us, no matter what the circumstances. Bring the forehead back to center, bend the knees. Reach the hands back, hold onto the tops of the feet or round by the ankles. If that feels too much, you can come onto your forearms and just do half bow pose. One side to the other. If you've got hold of both feet, press the feet into the hands. Press down through the hips. And again, let that connection be steady as you lift and reach and come up. Inhaling 1. Exhale. Inhaling 2. Exhale. Good. One more deep breath in. Lift the chest. Press the feet into the hands. And then exhale. Let it all go. Again, turn your head to one side. Take the opposite side this time. And let the feet fall away from each other. Let the heels drop away. And breathe deep down into the belly. A seat to asana at any given moment. It's connection to the earth. To be steady and joyful. Extending now the right arm forward. And we're just going to simply roll over the right shoulder, the right hip. And you come on to your back. You come onto your back, bend your knees, slightly tuck the chin. This is the last of the back bends. Walk the heels down, walk the fingers down towards the heels. Don't want the feet too far apart. Depending on your back bending, you might take bridge this morning or you might take a wheel pose, your choice. But again, just that moment, drop in, connect the breath down into the body. We'll start all together in Setu Bandhasana bridge pose. So we're to press through your feet. And as you inhale, start to lift the hips up. The knees are drawing forward and the chest is moving towards the chin. Walk the hands underneath, interlace the fingers. So again, you feel that lift coming from the support of the back body. You might stay here, or some of you are going to walk your hands back, fingertips turn towards the head of the shoulders. You press through the hands, you might come onto the crown of the head. You might lift and come all the way up into that beautiful posture of wheel pose, down your asana. Wherever you are, let that be a joyful seat. Steady connection. One more deep breath in. Fill the body with breath. And then if you're in Dhanurasana, bend the elbows. Come onto the crown of the head, tuck the chin. And slowly we all meet up. Releasing the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. And as you come down, really let yourself drop into that moment. In this moment, you need nothing more. In this moment, I have enough. And let those fears and those worries dissolve. Draw one knee in and then the other. Bring the hands on the top of the knees and just gently circle around the sacrum. A little bit more grounded from the physical practice. More steady within yourself. Take happy baby from here, knees wide. Flex the feet up towards the ceiling and notice my feet are as wide, if not wider, than my knees, and my knees are as wide as the shoulders. Hands come up the inside, they might come to the shins, the ankles, maybe the little toe edge of the feet. You're going to bend the knees deeply. Again, you might rock a little bit here, side to side. Feel that rocking movement up the central axis from the sacrum, all the way up to the back of the skull. And a little bit less of form, more of that feeling of fluidity and formlessness that this practice allows us. Feel less constricted and constrained. Come back to center for that weight down through the back of the body. And then bring the hands to the back of the thighs and start to extend the legs out into a nice wide V position. No gripping. Relax the face, relax your shoulders. And on an exhale, navel towards spine, zip the legs together. And feel that coming into that steady center line, like the center of the wheel. Sometimes life spins around. And this practice gives us an opportunity to find that steady, still point in the midst of everything. Draw the arms down by your side. Bend the knees as you need to. And as you exhale, we'll slowly extend the legs towards the mat. You might be able to hover the legs half, all the way, just an inch off the ground. Be feeling that centered point. And then as you next exhale, let the body release. Taking the opportunity here for Shavasana. In Shavasana, that practice of letting go. So take any movement here that really settles you to come into stillness. You might find there's something that we didn't do this morning that would feel just right for you. Try and extend the legs, let the feet fall away from each other, let the palms turn up. Have your eye pillow, you might want to place that on, or blanket behind the head, or something underneath the knees. Just this opportunity now in your day to pause. In the midst of movement, can I find some stillness? A steady and joyful connection here to the earth. So we'll rest here together for the next minute or so. I'll lead you out. So enjoy a moment to be still. Enjoy a moment to find joy. Come back to your breath. Come back to the body. Just visualize yourself lying here. Your connection to the earth. Sthira-sukham asanam. Take a full deep breath in and feel the breath from the soles of your feet, up the legs, feeling every cell of the body, up the arms, the crown of the head, over the face. And as you exhale, completely exhale, feeling of just letting go. And this reading is from one of my favorite books. So you can just lie here for a moment or start to make your way up to seated. And this book is An Open Heart by the Dalai Lama. He says, I believe that every human being has the innate desire for happiness, for joy, and does not want to suffer. I also believe the very purpose of life is to experience this joy and happiness. I believe that each of us has the same potential to develop inner peace and therefore achieve joy and happiness. Whether we're rich or poor, educated or uneducated, our potential is equal. We all have the same mental and emotional thoughts. The differences in our physicality are minor. Our mental and emotion similarity, though, is what is important. We all do share troublesome emotions as well as positive ones that bring us inner strength and tranquility. I think it is important for us to be aware of our potential and let this inspire our self-confidence. Sometimes we look at the negative side of things and feel hopeless. This is, I think, the wrong view. I have no miracle to offer you. If someone has miraculous powers, then I shall seek this person's help. Frankly, I'm skeptical of those extraordinary powers. However, through training our minds with constant effort, we can change our mental perceptions and our mental attitudes. And this can make a real difference in our lives. If we have a positive mental attitude, then even when surrounded by hostility and doubt and fear, we shall not lack inner peace. Thank you, yogis. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.